Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Tuesday Night NASCAR Truck Series. And I'm your host, D-Cash Gaming, also better known as Alexander Gangler. And I'll be your broadcaster for tonight. Today, we're going to be starting off our little stint of broadcast in this little series. This will be a one-time deal, maybe more. But we're just going to be broadcasting. This is going to be 85 lap race around Darlington Raceway. It's about a 1.36 mile speedway. Could be, I think that's about right number there. Anyways, you can see your pole sitter currently Joseph Lester in the 71 truck with a 29.761 lap time, followed closely by Jamie Knopf, who is about 2/10 off that time. Third place starting would be the 14 truck of Rob Tracy, who's 0.212 seconds off Joseph Lester. It's again about a little bit over 2/10. We'll get into the rest of your field here in just a moment. The qualifying session is almost just about over, and there's no trucks on the track currently, so I also would be going to other trucks. And alrighty. Here's your starting grid. On pole position is the 71 truck of Joseph Lester. On the outside pole is Jamie Knopf in the 28 truck. Rob Tracy starting on the inside of the second row. Ed Hook starting fourth on the outside in the 33 truck. Thomas Neal, Jarrett Phillips, Brian Tranowski, and Damian Lester are your top 8. Barrett Coffey, Robert Nestor, David Regal, Chris Claude, Cavaggio Holt, Tyler Connolly, and Luis Fetterman is your top 15. And then Sean Stamper and Derek Jacobs round out the field. We saw last night's race be dominated by one driver. However, that driver is not in the field today. So, the outside pole driver of last night's race in the Xfinity Series, he got wrecked out lap 1. He's starting on pole position today. Let's see how he does. Another name, Tyler Connolly. We saw him get caught up in that vicious crash lap 1. Or not lap 1, we saw him get caught up in that vicious crash, so last night took him out of the running. Same thing about a few of these other names in here. Maybe they're looking to go get a second round at this track. See who will get the win. As the iRacing Pace truck should shortly start rolling here. Don't know how long we've been gridded up for, but it's a 2-minute timer. And then there we go. I see the caution flag was just displayed, so you see those cars starting to roll. So we got one lap around here, one pace lap. And see the iRacing Pace truck starts rolling through the field. And we're just waiting for that one pace lap to be done. Again, we saw that 71 truck again of Joseph Lester, like I said before. He started on the outside pole of last night's race, got wrecked out lap 1, turn 1. Really cost him. He had some speed later on in the race, but by then he was already laps down and never had anything for the field. Another name we saw, Brian Tranowski. He was doing pretty good last night's race in the 5 truck. He was doing pretty good last night's race. Ended up getting also caught up into a crash. Same as Damian Lester, Chris Claude, and a few of these other names. Again, also I mentioned Tyler Connolly. So we'll see how that goes. As the iRacing Pace truck should shortly make a hard left-hand turn onto the pit road, which it did. And green flag is out off the way the field goes, side by side into turn number 1. The 77 gets quite a bit of a jump. The 28 follows in line right behind them. You have to go quite a bit of the ways back. Maybe we can go look at this. The 7 truck here. Something. A second here. Yeah, so if you go back, I'm just trying to find a battle here. There we go, we have a battle here. You see Thomas Neal. He was looking a little bit high. Now you can see the 9 truck. Maybe he'll try something else here. This is actually a 9 truck for Phillips. Phillips trying to make the move. Doesn't quite have anything working out for him quite yet. Battle for the lead, there's not much there. We have a little bit of battle also here. You have the unmarked truck of the 00 of Roger Holt. Same as the 24 of David Regal. The Regal down low, Holt up high. Regal makes it look easy. This is also our throwback race, so you might see a few numbers not match up with what you might see on your little ticker up here. That should be fixed next time we run these trucks. It's just the one type thing. Oh, as the 00 gets loose. He saves it, hits the outside fence, but he's definitely going to be slow, and he's losing that spot to Connolly, Claude, and appears Fetterman. So looks like we have a battle here. We have the 9 of Phillips up the fence. That's going to give a little bit more of a run to the 2 of Neal. Neal to down low, or looking down low. Neal doesn't quite have the run yet, and he won't. Thomas Neal will not have the run that he was looking for. He falls back quite a bit, tries to dive into the corner, so a little bit harder than he should have. And that's what cost him that spot. As we have the 1 up in the fence, the 55 goes down low, same as the 10 of the Claude. The 1 truck of Conley, now being passed by the 3 truck of Sean Stamper. Still slow. These might get passed by also David Regal as he just gets drove right on by. Looks like we have a battle here. Oh, it's the 2, the 9 spins. The 9 spins down low. He blows up. That might bring out caution here. Not yet. No caution. And it looks like we're going to stay green. And that truck just took a reset. That truck blew up. He got turned by the, appeared to be the 2. We can go back and look at it real fast. One second here, I'll pull it up. We're going to look at this again. This is a replay here. You have the 2 just drove into the 9, wrecked the 9. We're going to go back to the battle for, we're going to go at least back to our leader here. We'll find that. So we have, it looks like a battle for 3rd starting to become the start. And 14 truck of Rob Tracy. He was not in last night's race. Racing in the truck series here. And it does not appear that he's going to have quite the run. He's running a little bit of a lower line than we see most drivers run. Maybe it's going to help him out here. We'll have to see as you see some truck pulling back out. That appears to be Derek Jacobs. I don't know what his problem was. Well, he might have had a connection problem to start this race. And let's keep looking around. That 7 truck of Ed Huck, and then the 14 of Rob Tracy. Tracy to the back bumper of the 7 truck up high. Tracy looking down low. Tracy doesn't get anything to work. He slowly loses some ground. There's also we had a side-by-side battle here. That 2 truck, he had some problem. He's really slow. He got backed up as they were side-by-side. Now we're going to go back to this battle with Tracy and Ed in the 7 truck. Oh, the 7 truck gets turned. The 7 truck gets turned. The 7 truck pretty much saves it. He gets into the fence, but that's a lot better than it could have been. Caution does not appear to be out. Caution is out on the speedway. And wow. We had the perfect view for that one. Let's go back and look at what happened here. Too far back, let's go look. The 14 just gets into him, and that could have been a lot bigger than it was just one truck. Let's go back again. Although, did they make contact? Let's go see if we can determine that they actually made contact. We actually gotta. Oh, I know what we can do. We can go to the 30 to the 14. We're just trying to find some sort of camera angles here. And then the front, or the right front suspension. Oh yeah, they made contact there. That's pretty definitive. And let's get one more on board with the 10 here. Let's see maybe we can get something like that. Let's get maybe we can get on board with 14 here. As you can see, he didn't really too much to do about that. Did a good job making that a lot better than what that could have been though. Nope, let's go back. Okay, so a little bit of high, maybe the air sucked him up, and then we can go to his. You can see the aftermath after this here. Front. That truck, the 14, is still running. We had a couple of cars take pit stops. And that moves Damian Lester to the top spot. We have a couple more cars that are been declared out. Those include, just give me a second here, the 16th place runner Tyler Connolly and the 77 of Jarrett Phillips. Those two trucks are both out of the event. Brian Ternowski still is trying to. He might also have connection problems. He's not on the racetrack at all. And I'm pretty surprised actually that Damian Lester did he pit? That's my biggest question. That'll be the pretty much the determining factor. He did not pit, so he may be the only second car. There's only two cars on the track that didn't pit. That's the 10, Chris Claude, and then he's your second place runner currently, and then also the 24, Damian Lester. I believe these trucks do have limited tires, so that may have played into the hand there. Maybe they think they can save their tires now and then use them up later. Actually, is a very good strategy if you can make it work. I believe we're going to be 1 to green, and we are. So that means we're going to be going back to green this time by. We had a pretty good green flag run there. Trucks got separated up, but we will see. Maybe if these old tires, we're going to have to watch this 24 and the 10, how they're going to be affected. Again, Joseph Lester now third place, followed by Jamie Knopf and Rob Tracy. So you're going to be your top 5 here at the restart. I believe the Irishman Pace truck has to go a little bit, about half a lap further in order to be able to pull off and let this field run back to green. Let's see, there's another car catching up there. That I will assume that is that's not the 7. I don't know who that is there. I'm seeing. Anyways, Irish pace truck makes that hard left-hand turn. And green flag is out off the way of the field goes. The 24 with a huge lane change before the start-finish line. Really blocked the 10's run. The 77 goes down low. Of the 24, 77 just drives on by. These two trucks, I don't know, the 24 definitely should, in my opinion, shouldn't have changed lanes there. It's virus and then call it. It's good to go, but that's very surprising to me that he just jumped up that line. Maybe he spun the tires. I really think that was designed for his teammate, the 71 up there. Because now you can see the 28 of Knopf. He's going to be looking to make the pass. He tries up high, doesn't quite have a run. The 7 and the 14. You saw these two trucks already together once. Let's see how they do this. The 28 just drives right on by the 10. Talking about 14 and the 7 now. The 7 looking, doesn't have a run. He's going to be a little bit slower compared to the 98 back there. And the 7 gets right back up to the 14. 14. What's he going to do? Oh, it's a set 10. Really has to slow down for the corner. This is really going to slow down this pack here. 14 down low to 10. Flawed on the high side. 14. Oh, as we had someone hit the wall somewhere. We saw it, and then possibly that car blinked as the 7's really loose. That's going to really slow him down. The 10's just going to be a sitting duck here. He really should switch tires. The 24 is so far still in the top 10. But that 14's coming for him. And we got a whole pack of them here. The 24 now of Lester. Looks like he's just going to pull down low. He's going to let all these trucks on by. Even the 10. I would have raced the 10 there. But I've never raced this track. I don't know how that is advantage tires are. It appears they're a pretty big advantage, as you've seen the 71 after his huge restart. Oh, as the 10 gets into the fence, gets it by 20 to 9. There we go. That's big for the 24. We saw him in the 99 just sitting there. And the caution's back out again. We saw that happening. We saw the 24. What's a shame for him. He restarted again. The restart there, he made the mistake of... Sorry. Let's see what happened here. The 24. I believe it started with the 99 of Barrett Coffey. You can already see it starting to be affected. He just got really slow. The 7 just punted him. And Coffey comes right back up. Right into the 24. What a shame for Lester there. He restarted fine. He really tried to let these cars by. And it just so happened that it never really helped him out. What happened here? You see Coffey, he shot down low. He tries to slow it up. Yeah. Did Coffey, though, hold his brake? He did when he went right up into the racing line. Wow. Blew up his engine. The 99 also has a blown engine. I believe had a blown engine. Let's see. Lester was just trying to limp that car. Let's go take a look at the 99. He had a blown engine. The truck is still just sitting on pit road. And same with the 24. We got a couple other ones that have taken pit stops. You can see the 2. I don't know what he's doing. He might be just doing some damage repairs here. Yeah, he has some damage there. From I don't know what from. But you can see that camera angle gives you some damage. And still not won the green yet. But we should be won the green this time. Let me go make sure that the iRacing pace car. Nope, and we're still under caution there. Again, we're under caution. If you're just joining us for the 98 truck of Barrett Coffee, got punted by the 7. That in turn spun down the track, hit the inside wall, came back up the track into the 24 of Damian Nestor, and both of theirs engines right then and there. We watch this Iverson pace car and make sure that it is not make sure it turns its lights off this time by. Should, but we never know. Iverson does its own thing. They're the ones that are really controlling this race. Anyone else? Yeah, and we are won the green. And their top 5 is going to be Joseph Lester, the 28 of Jamie Knopf, Rob Tracy in the 14, Cavaggio Holt, who's in the 00. He's going to be starting. He's going to be in 4th place position. Ed Hook in the 14 is going to be your top 5 for the restart. I'm trying to see if I can get some information about what else could be going on here. Doesn't look like there is anything. And we're just trying to watch this iRacing pace car. It's going to make its car left-hand turn. Trying to see if I can get some more information about a driver who started the race late. I think that was connection problem. I don't know how that occurred. As Lester leads the field to the restart, the green flag. You see the first battle here is Cavaggio Holt and Jamie Knopf. 0-0 to the high side. He gets the run. He's just going to drive right on by. And first little battle here is the 83, the 2, and the 29. The 83 down up high, the 2 down low, the 83. You don't see the numbers on his truck, but it is indeed the 83. He's going to stay in the high line there. The 2 won't clear him this time as they almost hit doors. The 2 on the high side, 89 on the outside. 89 still holding his line. The 2 gets on by now. 29. What's the 29 going to do? He's just going to blow on by him as well as the 55 is going to go alongside him now. The 55 on the inside of the 89. 89 looks like that car is just out of control. Looks like he was a little bit loose there off the corner. Drove it down to the 5. The 5 now just driving right on by him. And we're back to the 7 car now. Getting on by. Anyways, you see Joseph Lester putting on the fastest lap of the race as the 7 rolls way up high. That car has some damage from earlier. The 10 car of Chris Claude trying to also pass the 7. The 7 looks like it is up high. The 10's down low. He's trying to make the move. Oh, as the 10 gets in, it makes a little bit of contact. Gets the 7 a little bit more of the track. That's a bump and run. You don't see that much here at Darlington. But there it was, used perfectly. See, Joseph Lester just puts on the next fastest lap of the race. 30.084. So now we can see 3 truck trying to run down the 7. The 7 pretty far ahead of him still. We also have the 7 and the blank truck here, the 89 or 83, sorry. Also trying to battle for position. The 7 trying to get up high. The 7 keeps going up high. He's going to have a little bit more of a run off the corner, but the 83 will keep his position for now. So going back to the battle, the 2 and the 3. The 3 a little bit falling, a little bit more back. The 3 just, yeah, he's also slow. So just making a little bit of room on the 2, that into anything, and he just started falling back from here. So that just may be a byproduct, and maybe the 2 messing up, 3 never had anything going on. Though, so you have the 7 in the blank truck here, the 383, on that low line. 7 just kind of following him through the corner, and the 7 so far has a run. 7's going to maintain that run. You have the 83 on the outside, 7 on the inside. 7 of Jacobs is just going to clear right on by 83 of David. We're looking for something else out here. We see the 2 and the 7. The 7 is just kind of running his own line. He's going to have a huge run. We've seen this truck have quite a few runs off the corner. You can see it's almost a battle of two corners though. If you set your car up here, you turn 3 and 4, which is a little bit more of a narrow corner. Or if you set your car up or your truck up for turns 1 and 2, which is a little bit wider, a little bit of a faster corner. It really just depends on. You see the 7 truck in the fence. The 7 truck saves it, but he's going to slow down quite a bit. 3 trucks also going to be rolling on up to the 7. 3 down low, 7 up high through the straightaway. The 3 has maybe cleared the 7. The 3 cleared the 7. He's trying to clean himself up there. Looks like he might have been able to get there for a second, but then 7 checked down up, so he didn't accidentally go up into him. 7 up high, still trying to follow the 3. They almost made contact. The 3 slowed up away in the middle of the corner. The 7 was going up high with a lot of speed. The 7 slows up in time. The 29 also has to slow up just a little bit. The 29 now. What's the 29 going to do? 29 is up high. He's up in the fence. 29 up in the fence. That's going to slow him down. That 5 truck though is not for position. He is 5 laps now. As we have a battle here between the 83 and the 7. 83 leading so far. Well, he's not leading. He's in 11th place, but he's leading this little 2-car pack we have here. The 7 now looks like he's fading back again. This might be the way this truck's set up, but again, that's 1 and 2. Let's see if the 7 makes a huge run going through turn 4. This will tell us what's going on with that truck. The 7 does roll 3 and 4 better than I believe the 83 did. The 7 also does have a run, so this truck is set up for 3 and 4, but he still can't make everything happen here. That 7 truck actually looks like he's slowing down. The 83 enters way deep, rises up, and then drops back down low. Don't know if that's fast right here. Again, I haven't done any laps around here. I was thinking about it, but I didn't run the Monday night race. I didn't run this race, so I don't know how this track will be. We have the 7 in the 83 leading again. The 7 looking down low. The 83. This is a weird line. I don't see many drivers do. But it looks like he might be doing it a little bit better than most, because he rises up. Again, you see this will also cost him a lot of speed through straightaway. The 7 truck now on the inside, 83 on the outside. 7 just drives right on by. Drives in hard though. Doesn't quite get up into the wall, and it's clear. Now, since we have a little bit of a break, and more of a break in the action than we normally would, let's talk about this track. Again, you may notice this track has a weird shape to it, a very long 1 and 2. This track was originally the person who made this track originally wanted to become a oval. The problem about that was it was a pond on the turn 3 and 4 side. As the 7 truck gets into the fence, and so did the 83. And the farmer did not want to sell his pond for the track, believe it or not. So the track had to go and just make the turn 3 and 4 just a little bit narrower. Today, the pond's still there. Apparently still has minnows. At least that's the legend you hear all the time. And that 7 truck is slow. Compared to the other truck that just passed him. I don't know. It's not for position, by the way. But I believe it's a lapped car. I don't know who that is. It's not that car. It's not that car. It's not that car. I have no clue what that... That may have been actually our leader. It was our leader. The 71. This kind of shows you how slow they are compared to some of these other cars. And we have the battle here now starting to come into effect. We have the 7 truck leading the 55. 55 trying to make time up on the 7. The 7 runs that highest side, which will give you a little more of a run through the straightaway. 15, so the 55 is not very... Sorry. 55 does have the pole. He's also going to have a little bit more of a pole this time by. This straightaway, start finish line, you can see the 98 truck. He's slow. He got caught up in that crash before. And the 55 just trying to make up some times. Yeah, the 55 still trying to make time up on the 7. It's weird. The 55, every time he makes a big run on the 7 gets another big run back on the 55 because 55 makes a mistake. You see the 3 though. This is also going to be 4 position. Let's see what's going to happen here. It looks like the 3's falling off pretty big. Not pretty big. A lot more than the 3 has, than the 7 and the 55 has. The 3 up in the fence. The 7 in the fence. The 7 letting the 55 by. And let's see how that 7 does. Again, that's one of the Darlington stripes. A lot of these trucks have the little paint, has the paint ran off of it, just based off of friction from the wall here. Scratches up that wrap they have in the truck, blurs up just a little bit. That's called the Darlington stripe. That's pretty common in real life. That's pretty common on iRacing. You see the 0 to 0 though in the 28, 0 to 0. Slapping the 7 here. With the 0 and the 28. Let's see what they're gonna do. This pack is separated by about, these 2 cars are separated by about 2.5 tenths per second. The 0 is looking. He's trying to defend this spot here. This battle for second. So, oh, as the 0 gets loose, the 0 gets loose. The 28's on the high side. 0 down low. 0 can't quite hold the line. The 28 gets by. Moves the 0 down the 3rd. As the 14 now looks like he might be trying to take his hand at passing the 0 if not your hold. As it doesn't look like the 0's done though. The 0 is trying to force the 20 mistake. As 0 gets way up high. This is also gonna slow him down just by a little bit. So we're over halfway the way through this race. It's only an 85 lap race around here. 115 miles. It's like 115.5 miles. It's about 115.5 miles. That equates to about 85 laps. As 0 back up into the outside wall, that's going to allow on by the 14 truck. The 14 truck looks like he had to slow the 0 to slow down. Move the 14 up to 3rd. As the 0 back up into the outside fence. The 0 looks like he got a little loose. He got saved. And also not really much for battles on the racetrack. The closest battle is going to be here. The 7th position at 65 and the 3. The 55. So he is starting losing some time to the 3 here. So let's see what's going to happen here. 55. We should go to... Try to find something for y'all here. There's the gap between the gap between the 7. This is the gap between Never mind, this isn't working as I intended it to. Sorry about that. That was confusing for myself even. Doesn't quite work as I thought it would. As everyone up to now 9th has been lapped. You see Chris Claude in the 10 also has just been lapped. The 7th truck here at Huck is the next one in position to be lapped as he's up in the fence again. He was up in the outside fence. And this is a little bit more to the gap than I thought it would be. You can see it's not very much, but the gap is definitely not a big one. And the 7 trying to hold off the 71. The 71 has just been a very, very fast truck. He's been very dominant. He has over a 8-second lead over second place Jamie Knopf. And the 7 just pulls right on over for the 71. 71 just drives right on by. The 7 is the 7th also back up into that outside fence again. That truck is really not handling right. And the truck behind him is the 3. And you see the distance between that is another bit. So there's definitely not much there either. So you have a little bit of a pass there. It's not for position. As you see, the blank car there of the 83 of David Rigel, he's pulling back over. He may have a problem because he's really slow there for pitting. You see again, here's the gap. The 3 and the car behind him will be your race winner, or leader. Sorry, your race leader of Joseph Lester. Lester just trying to chase him down. You can see this is pretty good camera angles to see the distances between these cars. And the 7 here, the 3 is catching up to the 55. Quite a bit actually. He gained about a 0.2 of a second on that slap, and moved the 3 up to 6th place, as moved the 55 up to 5th, as there was another car at pit. That would be the 28 of Jamie Knopf. He was one who started. You also have a pit stop here, 71, so same as the 14. That leaves Cavaggio Holt as the leader. I didn't really think pit stops were going to happen this soon, but here we are. Cavaggio Holt now pulling off. Let's see how he's going to enter pit road. He gets in just fine. Move the 55 up to, I believe, the lead now. Yep, 55 to the lead after the cycle's out. I don't know if he still has to pit or not. He's already lined 31 laps, so he does have to pit again sometime soon. I will have to assume, as it moves the 55 up now to first position as the 00 of Cavaggio Holt. Just entered pit lane. He's taking right sides. The camera angle on pit road from behind his car is a little bit safer than in front. And off he goes. And Darlington does eat up your tires. If I know anything from real life in Darlington will eat up your tires. And just take it for example here. Let's actually give it just a little more time. The 55's last lap was a 31-0 with on 33 lap hole tires. Joseph Lester just pit 2 laps ago, running 30 zeros. So it's about a second a lap faster so far, and that may play more into an effect. As again, the 55 just keeps running laps here. Let's see, the 55's last lap time was crossing the line. A 31.03. Lester's last lap time here, we're going to see him go around to cross the line, was a 30.084. So he tied his last lap time. Which that is pretty impressive to do that. You don't see many. Because this is down to the thousandth of a second. So it's not like it's just some little old, you know, tenth of a second. No, it's a lot of a second. But you can see the gap here between the 55 and 71. That gap's already down to about 6.7 seconds. Oh, and I'm sorry, I was looking at the best lap time. The last lap, which I was very confused about, the last lap between the 55 and 71 was about 2.5 seconds slower than 55. The last lap for the 55 was now just a 32.9. Joseph Lester ran a 31 flat. So again, it's another about 2 seconds. And the gap's also down to about 5.2 seconds. Now 4.7 is that scoring loop across. This is going to be the battle to watch. I don't think it'll be much of a battle personally, and I don't want to be that person. But it just so happens the way the tires and just how slow the 55 is compared to Lester, as Lester just ran a lap 3 seconds faster than the 55. There's the gap. You see that blue truck, the 55 is your second truck in line. You see the blue truck behind him. That is your second place runner, Joseph Lester. And also, I don't know how long they went without pitting, but it can't be much longer. 55 just pulls right on over to the 71. He knows that he's just going to be solo truck anyways, not to want to slow him down. As we also do have the 2 and the 10. The 10's on 5 lap older tires than the 2. We saw how much of an advantage 30 laps was. Let's try 5. The 2 just following the 10 for now. The 10 running that lower line and kind of just moves up to the center of the corner. That's a pretty common line. Again, moves back down the corner. That's a pretty common line through 3 and 4. Let's see what he does with 1 and 2 here. The 10 runs way up and then dives back down, not quite to that white line. We haven't seen many drivers do that. As you can already see the 55, how slow he is compared to these cars that have already picked. It's not just Lester's speed, it's majority of the field speed. As we have still continuing this battle between the 10 and the 2. The 10, you see if he had a little loose come off the corner. The 2 just trying to follow the 10 around. The 10's running the high side now, so seeing if something there might work. And again, doesn't quite get down to that white line. He gets close. I'll get to him, he gets close. But it's not a lot. And everyone up to now 5th has been lapped by your leader, Joseph Lester. And the gap to Lester is now just over 12 seconds. It's just about not. It's not quite a. It's pretty much between a third and a half of a lap around here. It's a little bit under a third of a lap. Sorry, a little bit over a third of the lap. Anyways, so Lester's just putting on dominating performance. Again, he pit 11 laps ago. So one car has not pit yet. Actually, the 55 now is on pit road. And just took some more tires and fuel. That will allow him probably to make it to the end here. Hard to guess. The only car that has not pit yet in this green flag cycle is the 29 of Robert Nestor. You have to imagine he'll hit pit here shortly. He is 1 lap down. So you see he pulls down. Maybe thought about pitting there and then maybe didn't make pit road. I'm sorry, that's the old pit road. That was the pit exit cone we saw. Will I try to pit here? No. That was pretty confusing to me when I saw that pit exit cone. So he's just letting on double zero on by Bolt 29. He still has some speed. I don't know how long fuel runs are here, but you have to imagine 41 laps, 43 now. He has to be pitting here pretty soon. I can't imagine him staying out much longer as there is. Well, that was just a position right there. As again, I don't know. Maybe he's having problems getting down the pit road. The truck still has some speed in it, but it's just he's not making it down there. Maybe he's just trying to save fuel by going down there. Who knows? As we do have some other casualties to this race from what I can see. Here's the Barrett Coffee. He's still running. Derek Jacobs and Brian Chernowski, both of them appear to be out of the event, according to my little scoring here. Damian Lester, he's still on the track, but he's on pit road now for 28 minutes. Entire time in pit road already have documented. Now let's take a lap around here with the 71. And you can see he dives down, rolls that, hits that white line, bounces right back up. See, lets off again, and then goes right back down to that white line. It'll be interesting to see what he has to do with traffic here. And then he's going to do the same thing through 3 and 4. He's going to run that second line up. A little bit lower off the corner, and he's just flying right on by. He's back. And he has well over, he has the best lap in his hands by pretty large margin here. So at 29 just pit. And the gap to the leader now is a little bit under 16 seconds now. The gap to the leader is, and sorry for the background noise there. Just nothing I can really control. As we are up to now 15 to go in this Tuesday night NASCAR Truck Series race at Darlington 115. And if you're just joining us, we've had 2 cautions, and we'll hopefully not have a third one here. But this gap to Joseph Lester now is just, it's actually, he's losing some time. Jamie Knopf here has started to gain. Ooh, it appears we might have some car catch up into the fence. That would probably be the 2 of Thomas Neal there. He hit the outside wall pretty hard. Hopefully that car is handling all right. That's your 5th place runner. First car 1 lap down in the wave round position if he is needing one. Rob Tracy in 4th. Oh, as we have the 7. The 7's just is smoking now. That car was just stopped on the straightaway. No caution out for that. Let's see what happened to the 7. We're just trying to find a replay here. So we'll see what happened here. The 7, the 98 coffee, 98 coffee, and got caught in that really early incident. No, that's just the 7. The 7 just went outside to that outside fence, popped the motor, hit the outside fence, rolled back down, and that motor was just done. It's a shame for the 7. As you can see, he's trying to do the little sideways drive, but with all that damage that truck had, to no avail. That truck still sitting on pit road with engine damage. Is now the 71 Joseph Lester started to pull away from our 2nd place runner, the 28 truck. And you can also see here Damian Lester still on the track. He's still determined to get out there, I think. And you gotta think his engine repairs should be almost done. Engine repairs in iRacing take about 30 seconds, 31 seconds. So I don't know how much longer he has. Maybe he'll just go on for the next 5-10 laps. Because the next car behind him is 23 laps. He's not making that back up. So I don't know. Maybe he just won't run. Just to make sure he doesn't cause any problems. Who knows though? We'll see. He is running Sunday night though. So he's just trying to get some practice here after wrecking out on lap 20. We can also see there's not really much again for battles. It feels pretty separated by more than 2 seconds. The closest battle will be between 00 Quadruple and the 14 of Rob Tracy. Can't quite see the gap yet. Let's find a different camera angle. There's the gap. First car in line is Roger. Second car in line will be Rob Tracy. So Tracy's gaining quite a bit more time than Holt. Last lap he gained over 0.2 of a second. Let's see what he does this lap. Again, another 0.2 of a second there. Separate the two. Well, as the 00 gets tight, hits the outside fence, gets loose, trying to save the truck. That's going to cost him a lot of time. The gap's now all the way down to just under a second, 0.6 of a second now. We may have to pass for third here before this race is over. Oh, and goes back up into the fence again. The truck's loose. 00 just almost spins out. He gets the thing saved. And Cavajo Holt resets the car. He is done for the event, it appears to be. And that truck is done for the night. So let's see if that leaves only 3 trucks on the lead lap. 71, the 28, and the 14 are the lead lap runners, as we are at 6 to go for this event. This event has pretty much been led by Joseph Lester. He's been a very, very dominant car. This Truck Series race, he was your pole sitter. Closest battle now is for lap down cars. The car actually might be put down another lap before the screen's over by 55. Saw him earlier. He led a couple laps. He's battling now. He's actually trying to pull away from the car he was battling with. Going back down to Joseph Lester. Again, 5 to go. Joseph Lester. He's had some problems. In the Monday night series, he's had some problems, I believe, in the Tuesday night series. We're checking point standings on that truck here. I'm going to try to load that up earlier. I forgot to do that. Here's the points. That does not have a win. Currently, Joseph Lester is 13th after having a poor performance last week that run down 6 spots. That's 71. He needs to have a good finish. A win will give him a much better spot in the playoffs. In the Truck Series, the top 7 trucks get a spot. Top 7 trucks with wins get a spot in the playoffs, as well as the next truck who does not have a win in the regular season standings. So this does not guarantee him a spot. It does help his chances out for a spot very much, as there's already 4 cars of trucks with wins, and if Joseph Lester wins, that will be number 5 for the win counter. And the Monday night points, again, he had some problems in the event. Currently, he does not have a win in the Monday night series either. Currently, that truck, that car is pretty far back there, actually. He's not far back in there. He's in 7th. He's in 7th place in the Xfinity Series. As we are with one to go now. Joseph Lester pretty much led the first one. He's probably going to lead the last one here. He only has to go one half more of a lap to go. If I were him, I wouldn't just try to pass this truck, but I have to. Joseph Lester running the high side one final time. As Joseph Lester almost just got loose and wrecked the truck, he saves it. He gets the win. Joseph Lester wins the Darlington 115. The next truck just crossed the start-finish line for position. Will be the 28 of Jamie Knopf. He hasn't quite got there yet. Jamie Knopf will secure second place, followed by Rob Tracy here, just rolling around turn 4. Rob Tracy is the last lead lap car, finishing in the 3rd position. We're going to pull this finishing position up for you. Got the leader doing, maybe we'll do some burnouts, so let's see. Maybe wait for that little timer for iRacing puts on there just to finish up. Sorry, I was trying to. Let's see where they're at. And we got the 24 also doing burnouts. That is his. He also had, the 24 had problems. They're on the same team together doing burnouts. Celebrate Lester's first win. And I believe any of the series. Lester has not won the Cup Series either. This is his first win in any of the 3 series that we have. As Lester is also burning it down, burning up his engine as well. Those 2 cars are just burning it down. Put down some more rubber on the track. Got a lot of it on there as it is. As you see, Lester's car pops the motor. And actually, that's Go Faster Racing's first win as a team. As we got Joseph Lester here. He's the first one to our interview booth. See if we can get him in here. Joseph Lester, your first win in any of the 3 series. We saw you pretty much started from the first spot. You started from pole position. You led almost every single lap. What do you gotta say though about those few trucks that stayed out on that? I believe that second caution. That's what really cost them some tire position. What was the process, and how many sets of tires did you have?
I had 2 sets of, or 1 set of tires left at the end of the race.
How many sets of tires did you have in the pit
I pitted there, and my dad actually missed the pits, and then he saw my tire wear, and he thought he wouldn't need to pit, and I guess that cost him and Chris.
Well, it cost him even more because he actually got a car spun up into him. He blew his motor.
He wasn't. He was kind of upset about that.
Another thing is, you led from pretty much the start to the finish. That gap you had. What do you think made your car so fast through this?
Guys back at the shop. I mean, the guys funding the team. Always on the move, Angie and Gen X Racing. And if I'm forgetting any, I'm sorry. I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, and all that have made this possible. My teammates.
All right, thank you.
I mean, that was just an awesome race.
Yeah, and you led pretty much every lap there. If you can go run and see if you can get some more of those, the top 3 finishers. I'm still looking for Jamie Knopf and Rob Tracy. Maybe you can tell them to go to our interview stand here.
Yeah, I think you can drag them in. They're both in race chat. But right. I'll talk to you later, man. That was awesome.
Thank you. This was your first place finisher of Joseph Lester. This is your second place finisher here of Jamie Knopf. I don't know if he's able to speak to us right now or not. Let's give him a little bit of a moment, just kind of throw him into the little area we have for the interviews. Oh, and he's off. Let's see if we can maybe get Rob Tracy in here. And oh, let's see, maybe we can get him in here again. Let's see. And this is your second place finisher here of Jamie Knopf. You started. How did the race start? Again, you started. Can't really find where you started, which is a shame. Anyways, you started the race. You had those 2 cautions there, and then you just had that pit strategy. Had the fastest stop out of anyone on that pit strategy. Still don't have enough to catch Joseph. What do you have to say about that? Maybe we still got him here. Appears that we don't got Jamie. See if we can move on to maybe. I think I'll probably be it here. I don't see the other finisher in our little Discord here. So that will be it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for viewing the Tuesday Night NASCAR Series Darlington 115. Until next time, this was Gamecast.